crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
This is the Steamroller 2015 number 2 scenario called Two Fronts. There is kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating your close zone, 1 for controlling the far zone, and 2 for dominating it. You can't do either of those though until you destroy the enemy objective, and if you do so, that's another control point. Alright guys, this is going to be my first game where I've gone to my move over to Buccaneer Mountain. The idea of this one here is really just a bunch of jacks. I've done this before with Magnus1, where I take 6 Buccaneers and they run up, but this one's really starting to push that envelope even more. And this one here, I'm going to have 8 Buccaneers, a Talon, 2 Nomads, and the only reason why I don't have more Buccaneers is because I don't own more Buccaneers. The rest of the points is being made up with Kayazi, Assassins, and Eliminators. On the other side of the board, I'm up against a Dene1. Now, when I was going to this gaming night, I knew there was going to be 4 of us, and this is the one guy I was hoping not to face because he has Banes and Dene1, and what that really says is, hey, you know all your armor, that normally Buccaneer armor is okay at armor 15, but under feet, that goes down to armor 13. If it's a Bane, it's at armor 11. They're weapon masters. Yeah, they really break up my Buccaneers really quick. He also has a Kraken there, which could do really well. He has a Ripjaw that has armor pierce. So this could be really tough. I feel that the Kraken may actually help me, of course, because with so many points in one model, it might be easier for me to jam out that one model. There are no Raiders. If there are Raiders in this, I'd just be done. But we'll see. We'll see if this could pull it off. So this is how deployment looks. He did win the initiative roll and want to go first. That's not the end of the world since he didn't have any AD. However, me picking sides, I really wanted this side over here because in that one house will really be in their way. Then again, they can make their guys ghostly, so it's not as big of a factor as it could be to other lists. But the plan here is to really try to get in there, score on the left zone, destroy the objective, maybe jam them out for kill box, and then Kayazi putting on a lot of pressure. Hey, if I could kill Iakos, who is running the Kraken, I can shut that guy down. If I can charge her and get to Dene, maybe I can kill her too. So yeah, kind of going for the pushing hard for the scenario, but also looking at the assassination if given it. So on his first turn, he puts out Escort, and everything kind of just walks up. Now, a lot of times I kind of expect the Kraken to run up. Sometimes people keep them back because they're more of a gun platform with the 4-inch reach. They can stay back. But hey, either way, I'm really happy it's staying further back like that. So now it's my turn, and it's time to run. So I allocate 6 focus to 6 of my jacks. They run up. The Kayazi are moving up. The Eliminator's holding a little bit back because I don't want him getting charges on me. You know, he needs like 10s or something to hit me, but still. Otherwise, now this is actually, I pop feet, but this movement is pre-feet. So one of the things that's going to happen here now is I specifically put the Talon on the right side to get a little bit more armor over there. I can't jam out the gun mage that's coming on the left. I'm going to have to deal with that with Magnus, but I just want to start getting up there and jamming. So this is it post feet, and I did make one small mistake. So I got the Talon right up there to the Buccaneers, and then I thought, well, I don't want the Kraken destroying the one that's in the way of the Bane, so I put the third jamming one, Buccaneer number 2, a little bit further back. And the reason why that was dumb is because now he can actually get charges on me, so that was a little bit foolish. Should have been a little bit more farther up. And the heavies are up there, everything's up there, just kind of in his face. So on his turn, he's going to pop feet and put Ghostly onto the Banes. The Pistol Wraith is going to run into the zone just to help contest. When the Banes go, one runs through the house and into the zone. Again, just trying to jam things up and try and contest. Otherwise, they start slamming against me. Does some really good damage. Only destroys one Buccaneer. You know, like, that armor and the number of boxes, even when I go down to armor 11, he has to do a lot of boxes to me to destroy me. So the two that are up there and alive, they're not in good shape. Like, they just have a few boxes left, but they're still there and they're in the way. He did have a little bit of under average dice. One in particular, he goes and attacks with his Ripjaw, which has armor pierce. And I mean, armor pierce underneath the feet and all this stuff. I mean, it was crazy. I think it was like a dice +6, but he rolls a 3. So he could have really done a lot more damage. I would have expected to lose 2-3 Buccaneers here, but he destroys just the one. As well on the right, because the Kraken decides to shoot, he also doesn't destroy the Talon. So Talon is over there, still in the way. The witches on the right have popped mini feet, so they're all, immune to anything but magical. And the other thing he does too here is he kill boxes himself. And this is something I see with this Buccaneer rush. My line of battle is so far up that people just stay just that fraction a bit farther with their caster, and they kill box themselves. So I'm already on 2 scenario points. And my turn, all I'm going to do is try and clear out the left zone, dominate it, and then destroy the objective to go up to 4. So on my turn, that's what I do. I go over with Magnus, and a boosted Alcontric Bolt kills off the Pistol Wraith. Between the Buccaneers and the Assassins, I'm able to kill off some of the Banes, specifically the one that got in the zone, so that's really good. The Nomads, who got a couple of focus, they destroy the objective. Well, one of them did, and then the other one just ran up to get more in the way of the Kraken. The Eliminator said, screw you, we have acrobatics, and they just run all the way up there to the other side of the hill. Just kind of really 2 things. One, put a lot of pressure onto Iokos, or whatever his name is, and then also trying to buy, or more push those witches back and away to help me really control the fight here on the left. Otherwise, a few little stabs of Buccaneers, but they're pretty pathetic. I mean, I need like 8s to hit and 8s to kill because I'm like POW 8, but yeah, it's kind of fun. So either way, I'm up to 4 control points now. So on his turn, this was kind of, a really good move on his side. I didn't see this coming. His Siren comes up here and does Seduce. Totally forgot they had Seduce. And the one assassin tries to kill the underboss. He hits, but a dice -1. Again, his dice betray him. And he only does like 3 boxes or something. So I stay alive, but that could have been a pretty big deal. And like I said, a really good move on his part. Otherwise, his turn looks like this. He puts Ghostly back onto his Banes, makes sure not to kill box himself. The Banes get into the zone. The Kraken destroys the Talon, the Nomad up there. Talon was already destroyed by the other Banes and Iakos and stuff like that. Kills off a couple more Buccaneers as well, and that's really it. Like I kind of hoped, the witches come back. They kill off one Eliminator, which is, they need really highs to hit. But yeah, that's how it looks like here. And now I could do one of 2 things. One, I could go over, just kill these 2 Banes, and then, hey, I dominate and get the win. Or I could go and kill Dene1, because she's up there. I have all my Kayazi. I can pop my mini feet. So I'm going to try that first, and then worst case scenario, then come back over and try and go for scenario. So that's what I do, pop mini feet and attack, and yeah, that does it right here. I mean, Dene1 has some pretty okay defense, but her armor is really, really, really low. So I charge over here, kill off Dene1, and take the win. So overall, I am loving this Buccaneer Mountain. It's just a lot to deal with. Right here, he had some great things to deal with it with the Weapon Masters and the feet and Ghostly, but yeah, I mean, if you're against an army that doesn't see this coming, it's just going to be huge. So, really loving this. Although, I also really love the Kayazi mixed in here as well. So, I don't really know if I want to go all the way to 14 Buccaneers or leave it here at 8. I don't have to play with that balance. But, yeah, really liked it. Hope you guys like watching it. And, yeah, maybe proxy at home. All right, bye, guys.